So I am waiting on Jordan. I have a dentist appointment today. I am still so sore and so tired from going to church and then the car meet. Like all my muscles are just so tight, like it's all pinching and I'm exhausted and I'm worn out and everything just hurts and everything's stiff and I just want to sleep. But it is like 9:30 in the morning, 9:15 in the morning or something, and I am already dressed and ready, and I shouldn't look in mirrors because when I look in mirrors I start picking my skin, and I hate going outside like all blotchy and stuff. I don't like it, but I also really struggle not to pick at my skin when I see like anything or feel anything, or yeah. So today at the dentist I am getting impressions done for my partial dentures. I am hopefully getting this wisdom tooth out. I say hopefully like because it's just that annoying, because like all my gums receding. It's like all receded up, so like a big bunch of the roots exposed. I think I might be getting a filling somewhere on this side as well. And I'm also a roke off of it here. So I'm gonna ask if they can fill that in and maybe put like some temporary fillings over those bits too, just so I don't have to like constantly talk like this and like hide my teeth as best possible, because I think people look at me a bit weird when I'm trying to do that. And then if I accidentally relax a bit, then people are saying like I'm talking like yeah, I'm just gonna see if they can do something to make it look a little bit more less blatant. They said basically, I think it's like an hour or 2 hour appointment that they gave me, just because there is so much to do. But this will be probably one of my last appointments. Got fluff. Ugh. So this will probably be one of my last appointments, maybe like third to last. So I'll be getting my impressions done today, getting a filling, getting something taken out, hopefully getting this neatened up a little bit just until they're coming out. When my dentures are ready, I'll get these two front teeth removed, and which is still quite difficult for me. Like, I don't know, it's still difficult, but at the same time I'm ready to let them go. It's like I've kind of come to that realization, that revelation about my teeth being something negative, something unhealthy, and something that doesn't serve me. Which was a message that I got from God or the Holy Spirit when I first came back to Christ after my hospital stay. I was just sort of typing about my teeth on Instagram, and it came through to me like this download. It was like, you know, why are you so attached to something that doesn't serve you? It could quite literally make you very, very ill. Like, you could get infections that could go into your bloodstream, and all sorts of different things sort of became this realization to me. And I was suddenly just like, okay, let's get them taken out. Whereas before, I'd wanted them to repair them. But even if they repaired them, I've never liked my front teeth because I have like a decent sized gap between my teeth. I've never liked it. I've never liked the shape of my teeth. So, and if I get these two taken out, then I get to choose the colour and the shape of my new teeth. So it's a win-win. There's nothing to really hem and haw about. And once my denture is ready, they'll take these two out. They'll neaten up my teeth, clean them up, and try and get them as bright looking as they can. I don't think they do whitening, but we'll see what they do. Apparently she promised me a smile that I could be proud of, so I'm just gonna have faith that she knows her job and that she has a process, and I'm just gonna trust that. Because I don't know, when I'm doing art and stuff, or when I'm starting something new, or when I'm doing something, it's like there's a process, right? And I've just got to trust the process that it's going to work out, even if I don't see it looking how I'd like it to look But yeah, trust the process. So yeah, once I get my denture put in, I think it's about 24 months, and then they'll refit me for a permanent denture. So what they're going to do is so obviously the impressions are done today. Then we're going to have a wax try-in to see how they look, how it feels, and if I want to change anything about it. Then they'll do whatever they do for that. Then they'll send it back to the techs. The techs will make the temporary final partial denture, and then that'll be brought back. Then they'll take these two front teeth out, they'll put the denture in, wait till I'm all healed up for like about 24 months. I think it's 18 to 24 months, because they need to wait for the jawbones to settle, the gums to settle and fully heal, and your mouth to just adjust. And eventually the dentures that you had done, they're going to kind of go from like a snug fit, from like swelling and just like pre-adjustment and pre-settling, and they're going to shrink back a bit. Everything's going to settle down and be less irritated, and that denture is going to come looser. Because I am getting these two front teeth out, I'm going to have to use like a bonding agent like Fixodent or something like that. I don't really know what the other brands are. When I had my first dentures, I didn't really need it, but I used Fixodent just like to give me that little extra feeling of safety. So yeah, that's what's going to happen. So not too many more dentist appointments to come. And it has been, what, just under a year? Just under a year of dental work, or about a year of dental work. Yeah. I remember when I was getting these through and I was really freaked out. I didn't want to do it. I was so worried about getting these three taken out. And now they're out, and it's like, I'm pretty used to it now. It's like still a bit weird to talk with it, and like when your tongue is rested in your mouth, it spills out where there's no teeth, and like it kind of irritates all the edges of your tongue against like the sides of your teeth, especially if your teeth are uneven or they have like little chunks out of them, or cracks, or like, you know, just little unnatural parts that your tongue isn't normally used to, and then it kind of spills out and it creates these little kind of irritated sores and little lumps around your tongue because of all the rubbing and stuff. And sometimes you do slobber a fair bit. It's like my staffy doesn't even slobber as much as I've slobbered some of the times since I've been getting all this done. So yeah, I'm just waiting on Jordan, and we are going to go do the dentist. I have also gone from not being able to even look at the cover of this after like towards the end of my hospital stay, and then definitely after my hospital stay, I couldn't even tolerate seeing the cover of my Bible. I had to cover, like, I just put it on my messy desk and I'd cover it up with things. I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to know about it. I've gone from that to I'm now about to start 2 Kings. So yeah, I'm about to start 2 Kings. I've gone from that from not being able to look at the Bible to getting towards 2 Kings to being pretty addicted to reading the Bible, if I'm honest. I just want to be reading it, and not really, like, other things will come up and I'm like, oh, I want to go back to reading my Bible, or I'd be like, I could be reading my Bible right now. So that's like a huge change. In the past year, I've seen about 7 or 8 prayers of mine come to pass, like just in under a year, 7 to 8 prayers. I've also received some prophecies, and I've just seen one of those start to come to pass, the first part of it. So there's just 2 more parts of it to come, and then the full prophecy will be complete. They're not just prophecies though, so the part of this specific prophecy pertains to something that I've been praying for. So yeah, yeah. So, and obviously, like nearly 4 years ago, I got the prayer answered that I'd meet my intended husband. So the husband that God made and God intended for me, which Jordan. So you know, I prayed, and 2 years later there was Jordan. So yeah, prayers are being answered. Then there was that time at the lake that I vlogged, and God gave us shade after I asked him for shade. So yeah, anyway, Jordan is here, so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna edit this in a bit, and I hope that I have enough energy to actually finish this when we get back, because I didn't with our day out, with our Sunday video. There he is. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye. So my dentist vlog didn't get finished because, long story short, we went to the wrong hospital. So the hospital I was meant to go to was over this way. The hospital I actually went to was over this way. Both have a really similar name. And when we put in the postcode for the hospital that I was meant to be going to, it came up as this very old building, like one of those kind of gothic-y looking buildings, like the old buildings, and it looked exactly like the older part of the hospital that I ended up going to. The wrong hospital. The wrong hospital is a hospital where I have had most of my hospital visits, most of my hospital stays, and obviously I'm not going to think, oh, they're going to send me into like this whole other town or this whole other city or this whatever it is. I'm not obviously not going to think that they're going to send me to this whole other like place that's not in my city to get my teeth fixed, because the dentist that I get my teeth done at in the sedation clinic, they had a flood. And yeah, so Jordan thought it was about 11:30, so he ended up showing up late, even though I told him on Sunday, you know, it's like at 10:30, but he thought it was at 11:30. I think my mum thought it was 11:32 or like 11ish. So we leave way later than we're meant to leave, and then we go to the wrong hospital. We get there eventually, and we get parked and stuff, and we finally find a way, like, we finally find our way to the dentist that's in that hospital, only to find out it is the wrong hospital. And I'm waiting on a call to tell me when that appointment is. I was quite upset because now I'm not going to get my smile for Christmas, and this is 2 Christmases in a row that I'm not going to be able to smile, and I was meant to be able to smile. And on top of that, like, my teeth are like they're making all these little spots and bumps and lumps and little cuts on my tongue, and it's just getting really like uncomfortable, and like this front tooth here feels like a snaggle tooth, and it's just this whole thing, and it's difficult to talk with these 3 missing. And I just wanted to get my dent fitted for my dentures, for my wax try-in, get my teeth, get this wisdom tooth taken out, get the filling, get one of the last fillings that I need done. I just wanted to get that done, and then like hopefully like in a few months when the wax try-in was ready, I'd be able to get that appointment and get like the wax try-in okayed and all that stuff. But now I have to wait, and I might be waiting until like maybe February 2024 to actually get that appointment, because it's an hour-long appointment. So yeah, and I've not been uploading because I kind of got distracted in my Bible. This is the one I have. It's a New International Version, and I'm about to start, I forgot, it's Chronicles. Yeah, 2 Chronicles. I've been reading it pretty much non-stop. I also didn't finish my church and day out vlog because I was just so sore and so tired when I was in church and the pastor started preaching what he was preaching for the day. it felt like I came under this spiritual attack. I started dissociating really heavily, even though like I was fine. Like I've not dissociated in so long since I came back to Jesus. I dissociated so heavily. I was like, I had all this derealization going on. I felt like this demon, I felt like I had demon claws dug into my muscles all down my back, and like they were just pulling and pulling and pulling. I could barely hold my head up. I was just in so much pain. And I have no idea why, because Jordan pushed me everywhere. Like there was no reason for me to be in pain. I wasn't in pain like that until the preacher started preaching. And to me, Frey, stop chasing your brother. And to me, that just indicates how much I need deliverance. Because I've been suspecting that I needed deliverance for a long, long time. And now I'm like 100% sure I need it, because a lot of people don't know, but I was into witchcraft and all these different things through my life. And those are the kind of things that create open doors. So yeah. It's a whole thing. But I'm just gonna see what I can, I'm just gonna take the deliverance thing as it comes and as I can. I have noticed that a lot of things that I was experiencing, I've stopped experiencing or experiencing as much since I got into the Bible, since I got into the Word of God. And notifications go away. And I've lost my train of thought. But yeah, sorry, a lot of things that I was experiencing, pardon me, have either stopped or they've died down drastically. But the pain that I felt in church while the pastor was preaching, it was like the pain that I used to have before I got on my tramadol and my fentanyl. It was like way back when my pain was completely unmanaged, completely horrific, when I was like heavily pregnant, and I was like literally having to drag myself along the floor because I couldn't get up, I couldn't hold myself up, and I couldn't bear the pain. So I'm gonna just take that as take that where I can, as I can. And you know, I'm just gonna try and focus on God as much as I can as well. And at some point I'm gonna need to share my testimony as well. But yeah, so those are the two vlogs that I didn't get to finish just because of, well, the church one being tired, sore, and it like just exhausted. And then we got back really late at night because we went to like a car meet, and then sorry, and then a hospital thing, because I was emotional. I was feeling really disappointed. I was just feeling like I just wasn't in a good headspace, and I was still really sore and really stiff from the attack at church, and then from sitting in the van and at the car meet and stuff. I was just so sore and so stiff, and it's just finally starting to go away. I've still got it in my neck. My shoulders have finally released. I see, like, I've not yawned today until I started talking about this. But yeah, I was just so sore and so stiff. So when we got back from the missed dentist appointment, I just wanted to relax and rest. And then I got distracted by my Bible, which is never a bad thing. So yeah, I got distracted by my Bible, and I'm about to get distracted by it again. So I will see you all later. See you all soon.